Hello everybody. Okay, I'm back today to do another frog mold. These were just so much fun, and I had another idea, and actually I had a viewer that actually kind of recommended it, and I thought, gosh, this would be a really fun thing to try. So we're going to try it today, and first I'm going to get this little black speckle out of here. It's not part of the inside of the mold, but still just kind of bugging me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to be using these cardboard pansies. Okay, and these came from Michael's, just their stickers. Okay, but I'm going to use those. They're kind of a 2D, 3D layered sticker. I'm going to be using these kind of translucent they're not stickers, they're just kind of little cutouts, printed cutouts, and they're really kind of realistic leaves and things. And I got these on these are available on Amazon and on Temu, and I'll try to post links for all of that. So I've got some resin made up. I'm going to go ahead and start pouring it because it's kind of actually getting kind of warm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour kind of a thin layer to start. Okay. And I'm going to put a bit more alcohol in there because I see just a couple of bubbles. I need to fill my thing up. Okay, and then I also got these stickers, and these came from, I want to see either Amazon or Etsy. I'll have to double check. But these are from Violet Stickers. Okay, these are translucent little honeybees. So I'm going to take one of these bees here. They're just kind of cute little bees, not ferocious looking hornets or wasps like I used in my chess set. I finally found some little kind of cuter bees that really wants to stick to my glove. Okay, come off of there. Okay, so I'm going to have this guy is going to be kind of up higher. Okay, so I want him in the back of my frog. So he's going to be up kind of literally right at the base of my frog. And let's see, I think I'll turn him, he's facing kind of that way. You can see here where I put him. He's down in there, and he went down to the very bottom, and he's staying there. I'm not having any problems with this floating. That's one nice thing about the translucent plastic things. They don't tend to float up very well, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do is I've got to figure out which kind of flower is going to fit. I might use this one up towards the head. Okay, this little pansy here, and I'm going to take the sticker part off the back. We don't need that. It just takes up extra room, which you might not mind because it, less resin, I suppose. But I just want to get most of it off of there. Okay, and I need to grab a baby wipe so I can make sure that I'm wiping my tweezers off, because I do not want these to have the resin cure on there. Okay, so this is what we got so far. So now, since these pansies here are layered, as you can see, I am going to go ahead and do what I do to prevent bubbles, and that is I'm going to dip this all the way inside my resin. See the bubbles coming up out of there. That's really good because I want the resin to get down inside in between those layers. And that looks about right. Okay, kind of give it a good shake every once in a while. And see the bubbles there coming up out of the cup. Okay, that looks about right. So I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to put this up into the head here. This is kind of the smallest flower. So this one is going to go kind of up higher. That. I'm going to pour some more resin in here to kind of catch up with it. Okay. I see I've got a piece of glitter on the back of my frog, but as long as it stays there, if you can see it here, as long as it stays there, I don't care. I don't want it floating around in there, but I'm going to just leave it for now. Okay, so now I think I would like to have this one, but I think it's too big. Go in there. It might go in there. Let's see. This one is 3 layers thick of the paper, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it in there, and I'm actually going to this off. Sometimes these will peel off all in one piece, but this one is not doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick it down in there, let those bubbles start rising up. Go. I'll get inside of there. Okay, and now while that is doing this, I want another bee on top of this. So I'm going to just kind of put it up here for a second, really draining inwards there. And I'm going to get my bee. I'm going to put a bee on top of this one. Hopefully I can get one off. Got these gloves that I really just don't like. Maybe have him going to show up maybe a bit. Okay, and now I'm going to place that one down inside of here too. Come back here. These are not very good tweezers. They don't stay. See, they just kind of fell apart. Cheap, cheap, cheap. These are better because they're kind of stuck together a little bit better. Here. Okay. I can get this one to fit. Okay. I'm going to pour a bit in here. Make sure I'm getting underneath. I don't want bubbles to form under there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of tilt this. Make sure I'm getting all underneath it. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, there's not a whole lot of room left in here for these leaves. And some are bigger than others. Let's see, that one's pretty big. Some of my choices, I've used some of these leaves already. I've got some other boxes, but I really just kind of want some green. I'm going to just go ahead and cut this one in half. Get in here. Whoops, not that way. And the other one, place some room for some green. Maybe up here in the tip of the head, I can stuff that one up there a bit. I'm going to go ahead and do a spray of alcohol in this. Ensure everything's staying kind of where I wanted them to. Look like they are for the most part. Okay, my resin's starting to get a bit warm. So, okay. So I don't think I'm going to have too much room for any more stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back, or decals, or whatever these are. And, but these are great. You know, you can get flowers and all kinds of different leaves, and they're actually pretty realistic looking. So I have quite a few different options like that I use. So let's see. This leaf kind of keeps moving around. I want it to stay there. The rest of them are kind of staying right where I had them. I'm going to go ahead and pour more resin. Just start getting into these feet. Okay, so I'm not going to fill this all the way because we're going to do a little something extra to it. Okay, so I'm going to let this cure, and I'm just going to watch my leaves that they don't float out to the center here too much. Okay, so when this part's done, I'll be back and we'll do the next step. See you then. Okay, everybody, I'm back with our little frog, and I don't think it's going to need much, maybe about an ounce or so. I think is about all we're going to need. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some here into my little extra cup I've got. Yeah, maybe closer to 2 ounces. And then I'm going to add my these little, they're just like little micro beads, okay? Holeless micro beads. They come in a pack kind of like this, okay? And they're made to add to slime. And it's just called the microbead set. And I got this particular one at Target. And it comes with all different colors. But I really like adding these to certain resin pieces. And so I'm going to add this into part of my little frog. So you feel like I got maybe a little too much here. Well, maybe not. Go ahead and add some of this. I don't need a whole lot in here, but enough to kind of, but I want enough to kind of get into his, a little bit into his toes and his feet and things. And see, they're just kind of loose in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, starting up here around his feet and toes. And I'm going to just let it kind of drain out. And in here underneath his chin, I see a little bubble here. That out. Goes. This mold was almost full, so there's not a whole lot of room in here. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my stick and try to get down here to where I know I've got more of those beads and get them into the toes. Okay, I want to add just a bit more in here. They've got a little bit of overage. I'm going to scoop that back in. Just makes it easier when you're not having to kind of pick it off in between the toes. So I'm going to go ahead and just use, I'm going to come right in here to my little jar and just add a bit. Actually, I think I need one of my little spoons. These little scoops here, they're really tiny. These come with my chameleon powders that I buy from Crafts and Glitter for You. Okay. I'm going to just take a little bit here. And I want a bit more of this down in his feet, because there's not a whole lot of green color in my frog. Really, I've just got the leaves and underneath the flowers. I want this to kind of give a hint of green without putting any kind of pigment in here. Okay, and just kind of around the outside. Okay, I think that's about all I'm going to do. Okay, and then I'm going to set this over on the curing rack. It's pretty much full of resin. Don't think I'm going to get anything else in here. Get my glasses on so I can be sure. A bit more. Okay, there we go. That's about all I'm going to get without going over. So I'm going to let this cure. And all right, I'll see you then. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Resin Nut. Here is our frog all cured, and I'm ready to get him out of here. I'm hoping that the front of it turns out pretty well. There's all different kinds of things you can do with these molds. I know that there's artists that are doing these and doing videos on them, and yeah, I probably won't do too many of them, just a couple of these, just so that you can get some of the ideas that I have for them. And I find this mold actually pretty fun. So I need to break the seal around the base. Anyway, sorry. I won't mess with that right now. Okay. Good luck. I hope he really turns out really cute with his flowers and the bees, but let's see how it went. Here goes. Oh, wow. That did turn out really good. Look at that. How cute. Wow. That turned out really good. So, in this one, I didn't put too many leaves. We did just little cut off pieces here around the edges. And so you can kind of see them in there. And then just a little bit of the green micro beads here in the feet just kind of help bring out some green. But oh my gosh, what do you think? So both of the bees are kind of hovering up in the air over the flowers. I was going to put one of the bees like down on the flower, and I don't know if I forgot or if I did it and they just floated back up. I'm not sure, but gosh, how cute. I'm really loving these frogs, I got to tell you. So this one turned out really cute, and I'll show you what I made one and just kind of playing around to see how this would work out, and I'll show you that one as well, just to kind of give you some more ideas. And this one I did with pink flowers, but with the same kind of idea. See? So, and I went ahead and I painted this frog's eyes after he came out of the mold. And yeah, so look at, I mean, how much fun can you have with these? And you just can let your imagination really just kind of run wild with the different things you can do with them. The flowers, the bees, or ladybugs, or, you don't have to put any kind of insect in there, but gosh, yeah, I'm just having so much fun with these. I wish I had a craft fair or something that I was, preparing to do, because I feel like that these would do really well. They're just so fun, and you don't really see anything, like them. And yeah, it'd be a really cute gift too. Okay, well, I said I won't be doing many of these frogs to share because I don't want to bore people, and you probably feel like, well, you've seen one frog, you've seen them all, right? But yeah, these are super, super fun. Okay, well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for your support. And I see that we've reached 2,000 subscribers, which I'm just amazed by that. So I just thank everybody. I appreciate you enjoying my crazy ideas that I get with resin. I love creating this stuff with you guys along with me. I love your comments and your suggestions. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time.